Now, speaking about people who are really going through it, let's speak about someone who was a huge, huge part of our TVs, none other than Makena. She goes by the name of Mary Kendi Kinyua. Now, she was on Real Housewives of Kawangware. She used to be called Makena. And unfortunately, because of COVID, the show stopped airing. It no longer went on air. And that was just the end of that. Like, it just didn't show after COVID. Unfortunately for her, she has a baby. And even more unfortunate, it seems that her pursuits have been either taking too long to give fruits, and the others are requiring financial input, which is now a situation for her. She doesn't have the capital to inject into these businesses and these endeavors that she's been pursuing, and therefore it puts her in a position of, I have something I'm doing, including she had a hotel, she was trying to sell charcoal at some point. Like, she had multiple streams of, you know, income that she was hoping would have panned out by now. And unfortunately for her, they've not panned out. So she took to Instagram to speak her truth, and she said this: guys, I am requesting, I'm kindly requesting, if you have a job opportunity somewhere, please let me know. I have papers, I am talented, I am not picky. There is no job I cannot do. She went further and said she doesn't really mind going outside the country. She has her passport is ready as well. So if you have any opportunity, just extend it to her, because she's willing to take it up. And she said it is not easy when you're a parent and you can't provide. I feel like I have reached the end of my rope. That's why I've decided to make it public. I have reached my limit. She said it's not cloud chasing. I am genuinely looking for a job. If you know of one, just tell me. Even if it's abroad, my passport is ready. Just tell me. And as she was talking, she was pretty much in the brink of tears. Like, her tears were pretty much welling. She was about to cry. And you could really, again, see the sorrow and the desperation in not just her words, but her face as well. Like, there's that, the same element of defeatedness or defeat that you saw in Brian is the same level of this of defeat that you saw in her. And again, we go back to the conversation of entertainment industry can look really pretty when you're on the outside. It can be really, really amazing when you are actually on top. You know, people at the top are enjoying their lives, making money, their names are still relevant, people care about them. But at the same time, if you are not in the best position, let's not forget, what was the name for the girl from Muranga, the rapper? What was her name?
Zoze.
Yes, Kaveveka Zoze. Remember when she tried to panda matatu? When her song was pretty much charting on top of most charts, and people were heckling and, you know, joking and making her feel bad because she was in a matatu. It is not funny. It really isn't. If you're not doing the right things, if you're not following the right steps, you will fail. And unfortunately, there is no manuscript. It's like you get in the industry and you have to figure it out. Like you're running when you're supposed to be crawling. It's crazy out here. So if you are really keen on being in the entertainment industry, please understand it is difficult, it is an uphill task, and even more so, you have to have backup plans. If you don't have a backup plan, kitakuramba, you won't be the first or the last. We've seen many people come out and speak their truths. We even saw the other day, OJ was speaking about his situation. We saw Omosh speaking about his situation, homelessness, the alcoholism, all the stuff that was going on in his life. We've seen multiple people come out and say what is happening with their lives. We've seen the internet turning against people. Abel the other day was pretty much being flamed for insinuating that he scripted a kissing scene with Sarah Hassan. But people completely just misconstrued that, because honestly, he was talking about his acting role as, was it Frankie? On Tahidi High. Like, he was talking about something completely different, but people made it look like he was talking about his real life, fighting for Ruth. And honestly, he was talking about his acting. Like, the world can turn against you so quickly. The internet and your fans can turn against you so quickly. It is a fickle industry. If you are not ready, yeah, you're about to be in a world of trouble. So what is my point? I hope and pray that Makena, aka Miss Kinywa, she finds the job she's looking for, and I hope that her life pans out and her kid is okay. But take this as a lesson. It's not easy.
If you have any opportunity for her, kindly reach out to her.
Pretty
You know,
much.
it takes a lot to ask other people for help, and more so to come on the internet and put it out there in front of the whole world. That's not even vulnerability. That's courage. It just takes a lot, because the people are going to make fun of you, the people are going to ridicule you. Even like 10 years down the line, and you finally made it, some people will always find a way to bring it back into your face.
Remind you.
Remember when you were asking for a job? And so I feel like if you have any way to help her out, kindly reach out to her. We have seen people who work with up-and-coming celebrities, the way you guys rallied for Omosh, and even bought him a house, Akina, My Wood, Timber, you know, the companies who are just rallying around him and coming through for him. Do the same thing for Makena, because clearly she's going through it, and she's not asking for money.
Yeah.
She's not asking for a handout. She's asking for job opportunities. So if you, and she has the followers, okay? She has social media accounts with good following. So even brands, reach out to her, collaborate with something, just for her to get things going. Because I believe sometimes when you're in that place where you're stuck, you just need like one person to believe in you. Just one person to say, hey, I see where you're coming from. Let us do something together. So I feel like if you can help her out. That's